Welcome to Showcase Richmond. I'm Matt DiNardo. There is a national treasure right here in Virginia that many people don't know about, Thomas Jefferson's Poplar Forest. As a national landmark and a nominee to be a World Heritage Site, Poplar Forest tells the story of one of the most important figures in American history. Haley Buick GMC is shining its spotlight, community spotlight, on this incredible landmark. With us now are the General Manager of Haley Buick GMC, Mr. Barry Moore, and the President and CEO of Thomas Jefferson's Poplar Forest, Jeffrey Nichols. Welcome to both of you. Barry, why did you decide to choose and talk about Poplar Forest today?
Well, Matt, being from New Jersey, I had no idea what Poplar Forest was. So because I'm part of the Sorensen Institute, last month we had a weekend there, learned about it, and I met Jeff and heard about an event coming up and saying, if I don't know about it here in Richmond, let's share it with the audience here and get them out to a great event coming up in November.
Well, let's share it with me too, because I don't know much about it either. So, Jeffrey, welcome once again.
Thank you.
Give us a little bit about your background, and then we'll talk about Poplar Forest.
Sure. I've been with Poplar Forest about 11 months. Before that, I worked for the Mark Twain House and Museum in Hartford, Connecticut, where I was executive director for 4 years, but employed there for 11 years. And what intrigued me to come down to Virginia, and particularly to Thomas Jefferson's Poplar Forest, was to work for another great American icon, Thomas Jefferson. So it's been a wonderful transition for me.
Where exactly is Poplar Forest for our viewers who don't know and people like me who don't know?
Sure, it's very common that people are not aware of the organization. It's about 90 miles south of Charlottesville from Monticello, his main home. We're just outside of Lynchburg. We're in Forest, Virginia. 617 acres of what was his plantation and a retreat home he built as in 1806 when he was President of the United States and would use for the remainder of his life.
Okay, now talk about the connection to the community. You said it's part of his little retreat. He was able to kind of enjoy time there. It's really a nice aesthetic place to go for him too when he was alive.
Absolutely. It served lots of roles for Thomas Jefferson. One, it was one of his primary plantations where he grew wheat and tobacco as his cash crop would help fund his lifestyle. And there, of course, were enslaved people there as well, and so we tell that story at Poplar Forest. But the retreat house was really an amazing place that he designed, modeled after a Roman villa, using it was an octagon in design, and using the landscape as well. So not only do you see this wonderful house that was designed really for one man, Thomas Jefferson, but also this landscape around it that was an integral part of the design.
All right, now the big event is a wine festival coming up in November. Let's talk about that.
Sure, on November 16th we have our 5th annual wine festival. It's been a great success as we started a couple of years ago. We'll have about 14 wineries from all over Virginia coming in to celebrate really Jefferson's legacy in winemaking. He did attempt to grow grow grapes and make wine. He also had a tremendous wine cellar at Poplar Forest as well as at Monticello. So it really is a great tie-in to what we do. And it's a wonderful way to experience this amazing landscape, to have a great day with lots of wine, lots of food vendors and craftsmen there, and you can also take a tour of this amazing house.
On the screen right now is some information again, where it's exactly located. If you want more information, you can find it on the web, poplarforest.org. There are updates on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and open daily through December 30th, except for a couple of dates you see on the screen there. So tours are given daily of Poplar Forest then.
From 10 to 4, last tour begins about 4, and it's really a walkthrough of Jefferson's retreat world and also the enslaved population that worked on that plantation. It's truly an amazing place, and it's under restoration. And it was a private home until 30 years ago, and we're in our 30th anniversary now, so it's really a great time to visit. And we're interpreting the house about 1814, so it's still under construction. It's really amazing to see it.
Barry, what did Haley think, and what did you think about Poplar Forest?
It's an incredible. I had the opportunity, Matt, to have dinner. Sitting to my left was Thomas Jefferson himself.
Right.
He had dinner with me, and it was exciting. Will he be at the wine festival?
He will be at the wine festival.
If you haven't met Thomas Jefferson, I encourage you to do it. And I'm thinking if your audience, Matt, this Showcase audience starts following us on Facebook, I'm thinking maybe we should get a bus, take a trip out there for the Showcase audience.
I like that.
I think that's 40 great people will have a great time.
That's a great way to
Jeff
do it.
will welcome us.
Again,
Absolutely.
real quick, at Haley, of course, we have Pit Stop going strong, the new building's going strong, service, that's second to none.
2-year leases. Come on down.
Perfect stuff. Haley Buick GMC, again, the sponsor of this event, it's Poplar Forest, HaleyBuickGMC.com and poplarforest.org.